What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant. You're watching Urban Nerd, this channel where I give my nerd views on today's nerd news. And today, our nerd news got a lot of stuff. It starts off with the weekend box office. We got to talk about those Superbowl trailer commercials, and also we got some hating, because there's some people hating, but you know what? The hating's been shut down. But I'm gonna start with the first one, number one in the box office, and once again, becoming number one champion. One more time, it is Jumanji. After being knocked down the second last week by Maze Runner, it is back with a vengeance for first place, y'all. It made $11 million. $11 million. It ain't a lot, but for somehow, $11 million got you in first place. And the Maze, this movie is crazy. It's made already domestically. It's made more than $350 million, and worldwide, it's made about $55 million. Yeah, I'm thinking it's trying for that. It's trying for that 9 million. I don't know if it's gonna hit $1 billion. Don't know if it's gonna hit $1 billion, but it's sure trying. It's trying. This little train is gonna. If it keeps on doing this, like 10 million every week, it might just chug along and get up there. But Maze Runner came in second place, even though it's a good movie. And if you want to see my review for it, check out right here. But Maze Runner, The Death Cure came in at $10.2 million. Next, we've got Winchester coming in with, that's a scary movie with, it's either Meryl Streep or Helen Mirren. I keep getting those mixed up. But it's a creepy one with a house that has walls and has hallways and doors that lead to nowhere. It made $9.3 million, which I'm kind of interested in that. I might check it out. Not too sure, but I might. We got Greatest Showman. I hear a lot of good things about it. I definitely still want to see that. I don't know when, but I'm definitely going to try. My car's got a little issues right now, but I'm going to definitely try and see that sometime. It made $7.7 million. Then we got Hostel coming in 5th place, but not the worst. Coming in 5th place with $5.5 million. And that's a weekend box office review. And overall, those movies, like I said, Jumanji, great. Maze Runner, great. Winchester, I'm not too sure, but it looks interesting. The Greatest Showman or Greatest Showman, it definitely looks good. I want to see it. And then we got Hostels, which is a Western. Not too big on Westerns, but I'm hearing a lot of good things about it. Might check it out sometime. Next, we're going to start up on these trailers, man. Oh my God. Trailers was coming in at us at the Super Bowl, like flying at you. Like, yo, they were just coming at you in all directions. In the Solo trailer, finally, we got a teaser for it. We finally got the teaser trailer at the Super Bowl. But that isn't the trailer that you want to know about. The trailer that you want to know about came out on Good Morning America. A minute 44 seconds, and it was good. It was a really good trailer. Han Solo, you find out he was training to go be an Imperial pilot, but they didn't like the cuff of his jib, or I think that's the slogan. I think that's the way it calls, but no. Either way, they didn't want him. They didn't like his style. He didn't like their style, so kind of didn't work. And he went on his own, and that's when he became like one of those scoundrels, you could say, like one of those people that just does their own things, does their own little side jobs, and that's how we got our Han Solo. It looked like at the end they were going through some sort of run, like maybe a Kessel run. I don't know. All I know is there were flying tentacles all over thing. I know it couldn't be no hentai, but it was tentacles everywhere. I'm telling you, tentacles everywhere. It's a big ass one too. And yeah, so that trailer was pretty good. I just liked the vibe of it. I liked the way it looked. It felt and it looked like Star Wars. And I liked Alden. Okay, it's Alden Ehrenreich. It's hard to pronounce his name, but yeah, he's gonna be playing, Han Solo, and we got our man Donald Glover playing Lando Calrissian. Everything looks so good. Hopefully, because there's a lot of things that happen behind the scenes, like the Millers, Chris and Lord Miller, like this being taken off of that, and then somehow, Ron Howard coming in and taking over and reshooting like over 90%, I heard. And don't know, but I'm hoping it all turned out good, and I'm hoping he took the reins and just made it real good, because we didn't want no Ace Ventura. That's what they said it was seeming like. So hopefully this thing is as good as the trailer looks, because trailers can be deceiving. Look at Transformers. Bam! Okay, so next trailer we talking about is Mission Impossible Fallout. Tom Cruise is still risking his life. He's still doing these crazy stunts at his age, and I gotta respect the dude. Gotta respect everything that this dude does, except for the Scientology. But everything else, gotta respect him because he knows how to put on a show. This trailer looked hot. Plus Henry Cavill whipping ass in the bathroom, Bourne Identity style, throwing dudes straight up through mirrors and stuff. All I know is I've already got my ticket set up because it looks so good. It looks so good. I want to see it. There's nothing that's gonna stop me from seeing this movie unless I get into something really bad. But fingers crossed, none of that happens because I'm gonna see this movie regardless. It had action. It had thrill. It had, you know, Tom Cruise. I forget what's the name that came back from the last one. It had everything that you want to see in Mission Impossible. And Mission Impossible movies just keep getting better and better. Unlike other franchises, it just keeps getting better and better, man. And you want to see more. And oh, if you didn't realize, this is Black History Month t-shirt, man. All the black superheroes that we've got, which is crazy considering we only can fit all our black superheroes on one t-shirt. But regardless, I'm still gonna rep it. I got another color, and y'all gonna love this. It looks all nice. But sorry I have to go off on that little thing, but I just noticed, you know, the shirt, and I didn't mention it before. But hey, Black History Month, y'all gotta deal with it. Mission Impossible Fallout, like I said, the trailer looks amazing. Gonna watch it, and that's what. Dwayne Johnson has a new movie called Skyscraper, and it's him. He was a military man. Apparently he lost a leg or something like that. Now he does security. He's a foundation, like he does prep, and he checks up what the security is of skyscrapers. And some craziness goes down. I don't know if it's like Die Hard or whatever, but some people try and break into the skyscraper, real unstable, try to somehow they take his wife and his kids, and yeah, it's a lot like Die Hard, but it's a military. Wait, was Bruce Willis military? No, he was just a cop. So this guy, I don't know. It's a lot of things reminiscent, but regardless, yo, it looks good. Definitely want to see it. Rock, he always brings that charisma. It looks a little cheesy, cheesemo, but I want to see it. Support him. Give him his moment, because I mean he's had his moment, but this looks like that might be one of those, like I said, Die Hard. What made Bruce Willis Bruce Willis? Rock is already The Rock. He's already in great things, but I definitely love seeing him being in successful franchises, if it is a franchise. Next, we've got J.J. Abrams' Cloverfield universe being expanded somehow and growing even bigger, because we have the new trailer that dropped out, and then that same night, it came out on Netflix, and it's called The Cloverfield Paradox. It was a codename God Particle or something like that, but definitely it looks weird. You've got the Thing from the Addams Family somehow crawling into space. I didn't know they had sequels to this. It was a part sequel to this, but hey, whatever. I'm sort of interested. I want to see it. I didn't watch 10 Cloverfield Lane, but this looks like it's more kind of connected maybe to it, because they showed clips from the original Cloverfield, so hopefully it blends and works together, because I don't want them to just refer it and have nothing else to do with it as far as the movie. That would just be stupid. That would be toying with our emotions, because you're bringing us in. It's basically you're Rick rolling us, man. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you. And that's what they're gonna do to us if they do not refer them and make it seem like it's seamless as far as being in the same universe with Cloverfield. But that's all I have to say about that. Last of all, last trailer, you know I had to talk about it. It's the Avengers trailer. It was awesome. It was just great. It had everything in a short little bunch, a little nugget of goodness, and everything about it just was great. Definitely want to see it, and they still got my money. And remember, the whole movie's shot in IMAX, so if you want to see the whole thing in IMAX, you're seeing the whole thing in IMAX. So get your tickets now. That's it for the trailers. Last of all, I got some little news. Some good, some bad, whatever you want to take, how you take it. Black Panther, you know, we already know that pre-sales have already outsold Batman vs. Superman, which, what do you expect? You know, Batman vs. Superman was more of a hype, and then you got no product that no one really liked until they had the extended version, which still doesn't excuse some of the messes up in storyline, plot holes, and all this stuff in there, but regardless, I know I say regardless a lot, but that's my word. It's Facebook, they had a group that were set out to sabotage the critics score, the Rotten Tomatoes score rating, and they got shut down on Facebook pretty quick. But they had, before it got shut down, they had 5,000 people sign up ready to do this. And if 5,000 people made 5 other accounts, that's 5 times 5. It would have been like 25,000 negative reviews on Black Panther. And we can't be having that, man. We can't be having that at all. So I'm just gonna tell y'all, y'all need to stop that. You need to be more positive. You need to just uplift everything. Why you gotta be negative, man? Just be positive. You ain't gotta be negative. We ain't gotta join hands and say kumbaya, but at least gotta give respect, because there is no conspiracy. They say it's a conspiracy against DC. No, it's not a conspiracy against DC. DC is a conspiracy against DC because they don't believe in their stuff. That's why they're always changing the plots. They're changing the stories. They're saying they're going to do this. They decide not to do this. Then they go and put a hodgepodge of stories together to make a movie. No, they need to believe in their directors. That's what Marvel does. That's why they're pumping out stuff like Black Panther. That's why they're pumping out stuff like Thor Ragnarok. That's why they're pumping out stuff like Civil War, because they believe in their directors, and then they let them do what they're doing. But they stay within the world, but they still let them do what they do. That's why they hire them. Don't hire them just to tell them what you want them to do and just keep like micromanaging. No, it doesn't work that way. But sorry, I go on a rant every time I talk about some DC, but DC, I love him. I love DC. I just want them to do better and just have faith in their own stuff. And just think more, like, just have a bigger plan. Don't just throw anything at the wall and be like, okay, maybe that'll work. No, that isn't how it works. That isn't how you grow a franchise. You know, you gotta have a plan. And then last off, we got Stan Lee. He's doing good. Last week, he actually went to the hospital, rushed to the hospital for something. Don't know exactly what, but he's back out and he's doing great. And he's back out ready to sign, you know, posters or sign signatures and be in a lot more cameos, because they actually recorded 5 of his cameos before they even got put in the movie. So the next 2 or 3, I believe, they've already been shot. Just in case, you know, he is 95 years old. So, hey, here's to at least 10 more years, you know, because Stan Lee is just a gem to the comic world, and no one wants to see him go. We love seeing him in these cameos in the Marvel movies, and we'd like to see him even more. So, good on you, Stan Lee. Hopefully we'll see you even longer. And that's pretty much it for my Nerd Rundown. I know it wasn't that much like news, but we definitely have to talk about the trailers, and I don't want to make this movie or this video go longer than it has to be. So I'm gonna tell y'all, remember to like, share, tell all your friends, comment down below if you want to talk, because I love talking about these movies. I love talking about these trailers. I love talking about anything you want to talk about. Just comment back, let me know what you want to talk about. Remember to subscribe over here. Check out the last Nerd News, and check out the playlist for the daily Nerd News. So remember, I'm Wes Grat. You've been watching Suburban Nerd, and you just have been nerdified. Catch you guys on the next movie, on the next review, sorry.